howdy ho, good neighbor. I'm coming to you live from an undisclosed location, and I will tell you this, that the rent is too high in South San Francisco. We have a company that's moving out, a company that shall remain nameless, but they are moving out. They're packing up and getting out of here. So what I'm doing here today, well, I just finished doing, was I capped off all these rack systems. They're gonna come in here with a bulldozer and they're gonna rip it out. So as we go in here, I'll show you what we're doing. I'll turn on the headlight and you can see that this is gonna be changing quick. So if they're gonna bring in a bulldozer and tear out all this fire sprinkler pipe, I had to cap this hose valve off. And as I go up to the third floor, we'll go check my work now. It is very busy here with lots of people. So there's the 3-inch main that I just capped off. And as I took the 90 off right here, taken, whatever the proper English is, that's what we did. So it looks like it's dry. And over here, I had to shut off another riser to cap off that hose valve and one way down there. So I took the old Sawzall and I plugged that off. But things are changing in the industrial city. South San Francisco is called the industrial city. And now they're gonna have to change the name to the pharmaceutical city. Let's go outside, and I'll show you what's going on with the pharmaceutical city, not the industrial city. This used to be industrial, but now times are changing. Empty racks where boxes once stood. They were paying lots of money to store boxes, but now they're getting out and moving far away, far away into the Central Valley where rent is cheaper. So let's go outside and I'll show you what's really going on here. This is why they're moving out. So I'll be back. They're doing it in phases. They're tearing this phase out and I'll come back in a couple weeks after all this is gone and go phase 2. But just imagine all this room in here that is just stored for boxes, and the rent is so high. So I do believe pharmaceuticals will be moving into this building. I don't know, just a guess on my part. Let's go outside and I'll show you what's really going on. Well, good neighbor, howdy ho. Good neighbor to you. I changed it up just for you, but I want you to see something before I go check that fire pump room. You see that box truck right there? You see how it's a nice and white in the back? Well, to a graffiti artist, that is a big canvas. And these trucks sit out overnight. They sit out. And graffiti artists, and they are artists. I'll show you a little example. When you leave your truck out overnight, your clean box truck turns into that. Can you imagine that? You come back to work one day after a long weekend and this is your box truck? It's hard to believe, but that is real art. Look at the detail on that cat. That is pretty good. He's even tagging the truck. So that cool cat, I can never understand what the lettering means, but all the way around, they have, street term is tagged it. Some people say graffiti, Some people call it street art. Some people call it vandalism. But this is a box truck that has been tagged. And that is the tagger's AKA name. S-H-A-K. Shake. And there is his initials up there. Shake. They even are so bolden to have their street name. But there it is. One box truck left overnight in this undisclosed location turns into that. I guess the best thing is they just leave the important part alone. They don't really mess with the truck itself. But that nice clean white truck turns into that. A vandalized piece of artwork. Depends on who you ask if it's art. Some of it's art to me, but that right there, I don't know. I don't know if that's art or just vandalism. I'm not happy if I'm the owner of that truck. But let's walk up these custom built stairs for this wall and go look at my fire pump. And that big water tank right there is all for my fire sprinkler system. If there's ever an emergency and it breaks the underground supply, this thing is full of water. And that's how we will get our fire sprinkler fire water, if that makes any sense. But look at this new pharmaceutical building back here. That's right, a lot of drug money here, legal drug money. So all those commercials you see on the television set saying side effects may include death, blindness, seizures, failure to walk straight, failure to talk straight. Well, there you go. Pfizer and all the rest of them. So anyway, I can hear that my fire pump is not running. So that is a good thing. But right there, I will leave you with that. South San Francisco, the city of industry, has now turned into, or the industrial city, that's what it's called. I always get that confused. The industrial city is now the pharmaceutical city. So with that, I will bid you adieu from this undisclosed location in South San Francisco. A whole town by its own name. They couldn't have come up with a better name, but they did. South San Francisco, not San Francisco. The industrial city. And they're gonna have to change their name on the side of the hill over there to the pharmaceutical city. So with that, you know the drill. I always like to thank you for coming along with me on these little adventures. Peace, love, and all that pharmaceutical jazz. Woo! I'm not depressed anymore. Wow, I just took this pill. I'm feeling good. Oh, wait a second. The side effects are going to kick in. What is this? I don't like it. My legs are getting wobbly. Ah!